Good happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. We are live here in the Capitol Hill building in Washington, D.C., where President Obama's gonna be doing his State of the Union address to everyone in this building and other staff members as well. This is the round circle, and way up top is the dome. We are on the second floor. We'll show you down below right now. If our cameraman can do that, I'll step out of the way. As you can see way down there. And we are here in the Capitol building getting ready for a special edition later on this event that President Obama will be doing. We'll talk about that later on. Tonight, we'll bring you special coverage. Let's get started with your news. 1 killed in Grafton church fire. 1 person was killed Tuesday in a fire that destroyed a church that stood in Grafton for more than 200 years. New Hampshire Supreme Court upholds man's child abuse conviction. Days after a 3-judge panel rejected his request to reduce his sentence, Roland Dow's appeal has been denied by the state Superior Court. Bow man killed in I-93 crash in Littleton. A Bow man was killed Tuesday morning when his car crashed into trees off Interstate 93 in Littleton. "60 New Jersey volunteers said to be headed to New Hampshire for Rubio." U.S. Senator Marco Rubio's campaign says 60 volunteers from Governor Chris Christie's home state from New Jersey will head to New Hampshire this weekend to support the Florida senator presidential bid. Manchester basketball star to play at Connecticut under John Capola. Wayne Gabrielle, the rising basketball star out of Manchester who helped Trinity School to a state champion 3 years ago, had himself quite a year in 2015. Remains found at Maine home appear to be related to recent pregnancy. Maine State Police said they are investigating the discovery of remains at a home in the town of Fairfield. Man convicted of killing UNH student files appeal. Lawyers for a man sentenced to life without parole for raping and killing a University of New Hampshire student have appealed his conviction to the state Superior Court, but the arguments aren't available for public view. Patriots coach Bill Belichick spots black eye at news conference. If head coach were ever placed on injury reports, they might see Bill Belichick's name on this week's list. Snow freezing temperatures in store Tuesday evening. Snow is in store for the Granite State on Tuesday, and the timing and temperatures threaten to make for a messy evening commute. Fourth person arrested in botched robbery of grandmother. A fourth person who police say was an accomplice to a would-be robber who was shot by a 67-year-old woman in Manchester was arrested on Tuesday morning. Manchester man faces drug charges following crash. A man and woman from Manchester face drug charges following a crash in the city Monday afternoon. 30 kilograms of fentanyl found in Massachusetts apartment. 2 Massachusetts residents have been charged with storing about 30 kilograms of powerful narcotic painkillers, fentanyl, with a street value of about $3 million in their apartment. Injured women's hockey player, I am back. Dina Lee, the professional hockey player who has suffered a severe spinal injury during a game before the Winter Classic, shared some big news Monday night on Twitter. She's talking. Children's cough syrup recall expands. A recall of children's cough syrup triggered by incorrectly marked dosing cups is expanding. Originally announced by Stop and Shop and Care One, the recall now includes cough syrup sold at CVS and several other national chains. The State of the Union, 5 things to watch. President Barack Obama is viewing his final State of the Union as the start of a sprint, a last chance to advise his agenda and sharpen his legacy. Here are 5 things you should be looking for. Number 1, another go at ISIS. Number 2, it's not all bad. Number 3, not avoiding election year politics. Number 4, any last request list for Congress. And number 5, no slime seeping in. Those are your 5 things you should look for the State of the Union address tonight right here on the Riley King Network. We will air it. It will start at 8 p.m. And we'll have special coverage later on tonight, before and after his speech. That does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network, here in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. I'm Riley King. See you back here later on. Goodbye.